Hey, Shalom, Israel. I'd like to say, how about Shemi Awashabarakathum to all the brothers, and Yahweh Shemar Alata about Shemi Awashah to all the sisters, man. I'm Precinct Officer of 1000, Uraga Bar, and this is the Tuesday night brotherhood class. I'm in the building with my brother, man, Karan Yala, Officer of 1000, man. You know what I'm saying? And we in the building today. We coming to y'all, and we going to bring y'all this truth. You know what I'm saying? I underboard. You know what's crazy, though? Christians think that they supposed to love everybody. I had a debate with a brother earlier today. Well, not a debate, but just going back and forth with some dialogue. And he was saying how it says love your neighbor. And then he went to tell me who was our neighbors. He started, I'm cutting him. I'm like, look, bro, that don't mean that. When that was given, it was a nation of Israelites. It was no one else staying with them. Right. He was like, well, what about when it says forgive them that prosecute you? I said, well, you got to understand, there was people back then prosecuting Israelites. That was Israelites. Right. That was for them. It wasn't for. I said, you know what? You just want to love the white people, so but go ahead and love them, bro. I'm like, you just want to justify loving white people. You don't even care about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So then he's like, well, I'm gonna hit you after I get out of Bible study. I'm like, all right, man. So today, you know, if that brother come across this live. Today we teaching hate in the Bible, because then he asked me if do you hate who your father hate? I told him, yeah. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I thought about this. You know what I'm saying? Like unruly broad, my father hate, and I hate that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So we're gonna get the hate in the Bible today, man. So
and if I could,
come on, please.
Like brothers that's our generation and the generations over us, the brothers that got fathers that you know that didn't necessarily grow up in Christian churches or was necessarily taught to love the oppressor or that understand what oppression is. A lot of our fathers say it over and over, man, fucking white man, excuse my French, but goddamn white man, the goddamn white man, they like, you got a daddy that always keeps saying the goddamn white man, oh, he hates the goddamn white
damn
man.
Damn right. Hey, look, and we feel it. We feel the intense intensity between us now. Right. So you can just think how they felt a century ago. It was more intense, and it was just there. Okay. So you know what I mean? You can't like the scripture say, I paraphrase and say, don't forget the times of the old. Right. You feel me? You can't forget what happens to you, because when you do, you become Christian. Right. You begin to want to love everybody. Right. You want to forgive everybody, and it just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? When you can, Baba Kashai, let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 139, verse 21. And now, before we start, I want everybody to know that this is David. David was a man who was after the Lord's heart, and he was blessed by the Lord. And for David to say these words, then you know that it's not a problem for you to feel the way you feel if you have a hatred towards the people that oppress you or that wrong you. Go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
Now, this is David saying, do not I hate them that hate thee? So David's saying right here, I hate the people that hate the Lord.
Right.
Go ahead.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
And am I not angry with those that rise up against thee? Right. He's like, yeah, I'm mad at them. Go ahead.
I hate them.
He what?
I hate them.
I hate them. Go ahead.
With perfect hatred.
Man, somebody told me they ain't right to hate nobody, but it's here. It says it could be a perfect hatred, right? Anybody that harm you and oppress you, go against you, you know what I'm saying? Steal your identity, rape your ancestors, you know what I mean? Poison your food, water, kill your babies. You understand? You should hate them, man. Right. You know what I mean? With a perfect hatred. Because why? If the shoe was on the other foot, they would hate you with a perfect hatred. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
No, sir. I count them mine enemies.
I what?
I count them mine enemies.
See that you're an enemy of me.
Right.
Because you're an enemy of my Father.
Right.
You understand? And that's what we got to understand. Like these Christians, they love to say, we gotta love. I like, you know what? I'm convinced that instead of the cross, they just need to put just LGBTQ on the front of their churches. Don't put the cross.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
put that. I was gonna say the rainbow, but I want the rainbow back.
Right.
I want it back right here. Right. It needs to come home. But they need to put something soft on outside the church, man, because that's what they promote. You know what I mean? So you got anything on that?
I mean, just to add to your point, sir,
Please.
like when you look at the men of the Bible, you understand they nothing like the Christian pastor.
Right.
Christian pastor is a soft-spoken sodomite. You understand that tells you that Jesus loves everybody when Christ never said that. You understand? And Christ is the offspring of David. You understand?
Right.
David being one of his forefathers, and he had the same type of spirit as King David.
Right.
David said he hated them with a perfect hatred, and he counts them as his enemies.
Right.
You understand? And who was David talking about? When you read Psalms, the 83rd chapter, he was talking about all of the other nations. You understand? Just like Christ never told the children of Israel to come together with the Romans.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
He literally told them to stop doing what the Romans do. Matter of fact, he told his disciples, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Exactly.
Don't go into the city of the Samaritans, because he knew was no Israelites up here. He told the heathen woman that came up to him by the way, he said, you don't know what the hell you worship.
Right.
Salvation is of the Jews. Christ, David, you understand? All of the righteous Israelite men, the priests and the prophets, the righteous kings, they all hated the other nations with perfect hatred. I yield on that.
Hell yeah. And you know what? Having that hatred is actually a good thing.
Right.
Because the reason why we're in this situation that we're in right now is because we didn't have that hatred. We wanted to love on them. You know what I mean? Solomon, man, was a what, wise man, rich man.
Right.
But he what he wanted to do? Love them other nations. And I can almost bet my bottom dollar that that's what got Solomon, you know what I mean, DP.
Right.
You feel me? Or everything. Like, you got to understand, man. Look, the Lord is with you. But when you begin to do certain things to like, it's like mocking the Lord, man.
Right.
If you know that you know, like we say in the school, man, you can be married to a sister in the world before you find the truth. And if she's not of Israel, that's still your wife. You know, and then like we saying, throw her away. She's still your wife, man. But she just cannot be in this house. Why? Because somewhere down the line, because the Bible says the Lord hates those other nations.
That's right.
Right. So, I mean, you know, it could be hard for brothers to hear, or you could be one of them brothers that say, you know what, it is what it is. I'm here to serve the Lord. I'm gonna keep serving the Lord, and I respect what the Lord say. You know what I'm saying? With that, let's go ahead.
If I could, can I pull the scripture real quick?
Please.
Get Jeremiah 4:30. So go to Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? The Lord said, when you spoiled or when you rob, then what you gonna do, right? Though thou closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, and though thou rentest thy face with pain, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. That's the Christian pastor.
Right.
That's Christians in general.
Right.
You understand? They worship, you understand, the lust of their spiritual father, which is Satan. You understand? And on top of that, they worship the love of money.
Right.
You understand? They worship materialistic things. But when the Lord said, when you spoil of all these things, even though you clothe yourself in crimson, meaning you like all these expensive clothes and these diamonds and these jewels and all this type of stuff. You understand? They walk past the became like, oh, you niggas is broke. Go get a job. You Power Rangers dressing Negroes.
Right.
You understand? Meanwhile, the Christian pastor, he ride past us in a Rolls Royce and a Steve Harvey suit on, talking about prosperity and dressing in gold and diamonds and all of these fly, fancy clothes. But the Lord said, read that from the top again. So like, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Thou that closest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life. You understand? Them lovers of these Christians, you understand the Christians that they love, these are the other nations. Watch when that race war kick off, you understand? And that white man who you telling brothers like us to forgive, he's going to be the one hunting you, hunting down your life. Just like the cracker Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
Them black people in that Christian church, they love white people so much. And let that white boy come in there, eat with them, pray with them, all of that. Yep. Then he start unaliving old women. Yep. You understand? Men. I think he unalived a couple of children too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, everybody in the church.
Everybody in the damn church. Yeah. You understand? Because us as a people, when we choose to love these other nations of people, that's why I always go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, where it says, not envy, not the oppressor, but never trust thy enemy. You understand? The Lord is not a God of loving everybody. And on top of that, he don't want his children to be suckers for loving everybody.
No, that's heavy. That's heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? And then what's crazy about that Dylan Roof situation is that he was in that church for a minute. They said he was in there for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. So ain't no telling what other wickedness he was doing in there while he was in there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because you gotta understand who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was heavy, man. The water for that. We gonna go to the book of Psalms, chapter. We're gonna stay in Psalms while we're there. Chapter 97 and 10.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 97 and verse 10. Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hands of the wicked.
Hey, look, that's heavy right there. Right. So that lets you know, man, if you love the Lord, you will hate evil. That's right. You won't do no evil. And then I'm not just talking about evil, just like your thoughts. Okay, like, because it'd be Christians get it confused. Like, hating evil is hating everything that's evil, right. Not just one particular thing. You know, they like to be, well, you know, I don't love evil, but you love that Caucasian, right? You love your Asian neighbor. Yeah, right, you know what I'm saying? You'll put your trust in them, and that's a problem with our people. And then in today's time, it's very difficult for people, especially blacks, Latinos, and natives, to understand that you cannot love everybody. Right. If you love everybody, you gotta question yourself in your mental state, because this is not the right place to love everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got anything on that?
Yeah, if I could. So just add on your point, like what you just said was heavy. This is not a place to love everybody. Black people, we ain't got the capacity to be loving on everybody. Man. Latinos, y'all don't got the capacity to be loving on everybody. The natives, like, why is an oppressed people? You understand these three groups of people, which is actually one family. Why the hell are we subjected to love everybody when nobody loved us?
Right.
You understand? Right. Where was the love at in 1492 when Christopher Columbus came over here and slaughtered? You understand? Raped, robbed, murdered, pillaged. Right. You understand? Right. Where was the love in 1619 when them crackers brought the so-called black man over here? You understand? To work in these damn fields. You understand? To pick your kites, to grow your fruits and vegetables, to suckle your children before we suckled ours. Right. Where was the hate? You understand? When you put our Native American brothers on reservations, you understand? Where was the love? Where was the love during the Trail of Tears? Right. You understand? Right. I was having a conversation earlier, sir. I ain't gonna be too long-winded, but I was having a conversation earlier, sir, right? Mm-hmm. With one of my sisters, right? And she was like, yeah, Donald Trump, he a criminal. He in the Epstein Islands he in the Epstein files over 3,400 times, all this type of stuff. And somebody should assassinate him. All this type of stuff. He is a terrible president. I said, man, I thought about that shit. I said, he no different than Andrew Jackson. You know that, right?
Right.
He's no different than Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and every other goddamn president that America has always had. But she like, yeah, but Donald Trump is the worst. I'm like, no, he's not the worst. I'm like, the reason why Donald Trump can be president is because this is the way of America.
Right.
The white men that run America, they've always been like that.
Right.
You just looking at it like this because you own some fake woke stuff, you understand? And these Epstein files that came out, America been the goddamn Epstein Island for us forever. Since the 1400s. Slimy, sir.
No, that's heavy, man. That's heavy as hell. Hey, and if I may, while I'm thinking about it, right, I'm gonna send you something, right?
Sir?
I'm gonna send you this real quick.
Okay.
So I just, and I'm gonna pull this. It's so deep. I can go so deep with this, right? But we're gonna pull this. Let me see. We're gonna pull this because I want to show my Latino brothers and sisters out there that you are just like black people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy. So everybody know that Martin Luther King, and it's starting to be revealed thanks to the ISUPK, that Martin Luther King was Orgy Mike.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? He was the nastiest person in the world, and just like your Christian pastor, behind closed doors and in front of everybody. You want everybody, you want your son to be like your pastor, and then you find out your pastor taking advantage of little kids and little boys and all this other stuff. Well, to my Latino brothers and sisters out there that looked at Cesar Chavez as being better than Martin Luther King.
Damn.
Right?
Oh man.
Right? He was better than Martin Luther. He didn't have the allegations that Orgy Mike had, Karanyala.
Hold on, man.
Well, I just found something today. Oh, let me send it. I'm gonna send it to you right now. I just found something today.
He didn't drop the bomb.
Man.
They're gonna be mad at you.
And I had this. I want to stop the class to do it because I want to be the first one to do it. I want to be the so I'm. I get the news alerts.
You should. What's the title of the class, sir?
It's hate in the Bible.
You probably should have just went with
Martin
Luther King and Cesar Chavez.
Man, look, man, come on, man. I should have. I was debating. I'm like, no, let me. But it's heavy on my mind, so I want to send. Did it come through?
No, but I ain't gonna lie, sir. I mean, if you want to do this and put the flyer together, you know what I'm saying, and make this the whole thing. Because remember, we got Passover.
You know what? You're right.
Is it next week? No, we got one more week.
All right, so yeah, we can do it.
Next week.
All right. So scratch that, y'all. Tune in next week. Me and my brother Karanyala is gonna expose Orgy Mike and
we're gonna have to come up with a name.
what's his name? Cesar Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's y'all leaders is really, it's no different.
Right.
When you want to live amongst a heathen nation, you want to live amongst such a vile people, you're going to take on their customs, man. Right. Especially if they rule the world. Like, like the brother was telling me, like, man, the Romans, what about the Romans? I said, man, Christ didn't love no Romans.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't have no love for the Romans.
That's right.
He was Romans and ushered out this new way of Christianity. You're right. This is the perfect reason why you blacks and Hispanics, blacks and Latinos and natives should not be Christians.
Right.
That's the perfect reason why. But tune in next week. I'm telling you, this is gonna be fire, man. When you get it done, read it, you're gonna be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
so but let's drop that. Let's go to the Book of Psalms, chapter 83, and let me see real quick. That was I'm talking about, bro. When you see that,
one, sir.
No, let me just 81 and 15.
81.
Yeah, 81 and 15.
Okay, sir. This is the Book of Psalms, chapter 81 and verse 15. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him.
So those haters of the Lord really need to submit themselves unto him.
Right.
But guess what? They played such a mind trick on us. They got us submitting ourselves to them. Like that's why it's important for every white person who gets the opportunity to kiss the goddamn boots of the priests and prophets of the Lord. That's why it's important. You know what I'm saying? But this world convinced us that we need to submit ourselves to the ones that hate the Lord.
Right.
Go ahead.
But their time should have endured forever. Verse 16. He should have fed them also with the finest of the wheat, And with honey out of the rock, should I have satisfied thee?
And you know what that's saying.
Mhm.
You ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
You gonna eat stone, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's precious, man. Like you can't tell me you love the Most High, but don't hate what He hates, or supports. This is why, like me personally, I don't have a problem with the way other people choose to live their life, because I know how to live my life.
That's right.
But I hate it. I do. I hate the fact that I gotta be in a place and be forced. Like it should be like it should be against the law. They're forcing people to take on their heritage, to accept certain customs, to accept bestiality, to accept LGBTQ, to accept all these other things, man. And it's and regardless of how you feel, and regardless of how the Lord feels, they tell you you gotta. That's old right there. You know what I'm saying? That's so wicked to me, man.
If I could,
please.
Right, and it's heavy that you say that, like, and they pushing it on our children.
Yeah,
like you literally got books at elementary schools that says I have two daddies. Like, what the hell is going on? You understand? They trying to, like, my daughter is in middle school, but when she was in elementary school, she has so-called transgender classmates. Like, what the hell is a transgender child?
Right.
The goddamn child don't even know what the hell he want to eat for dinner 5 minutes after he told you what he just wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Like and that's another thing with you Muslims too, and you fake Israelites who have a sexual deviant spirit on you. You understand? I've heard Muslims say, "Oh, Isaac married Rebecca when she was 3 years old." What the hell 3-year-old do you know can get well out of the water and feed animals?
Man.
Like I have a 5-year-old and this nigga don't know what the hell he want to do in the next 5 minutes. They'll walk up to me. It's a damn room full of toys. They got video games, tablets, on my phone, and then it'll be like, I'm bored. Man, look. The ISUBK is the best place to raise children.
Exactly. That's fact.
The best parents, the best therapists, you understand, the best people to do anything. If you want to live your life righteously according to what the Most High got for us, and come into the ISUBK before it gets too late. Because World War III is on the horizon, and I heard they smoked Netanyahu. Man,
me and Tazabah was talking about that the other night. Man, he like, I told you. The brother did tell me that they were saying that, but me, I don't, and I still want to hear it for myself, because to me, that's just, and that Iranians don't get glory for that. That glory goes to the Lord, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That glory goes to the Lord, man, because the Lord has made all this possible. You know what I mean? And believe me, He hates them. Yeah, as you can see.
Absolutely.
Because he thought the Lord was with him. Now you got 6 fingers on one hand.
Man, it's crazy, sir. Like, and you know how proud and boastful the white man is. Yeah. Especially the Jewish white man.
Oh yeah.
Man, Netanyahu would have been on a commercial with soldiers behind him. Like, what? You thought they killed me? I ain't gonna lie. I think he gone.
Yeah. I think so too. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. And what I was telling Taz about on the phone is kind of crazy, because that the Iranians wouldn't have been able to do that by themselves.
Nah, not at all.
Because if they could have, they would have did it.
Yeah.
Right. So now you got to think of how they getting this intel to do these strikes. Mm-hmm. And then when that comes out, now you're looking at a whole world war.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's as the general keep calling it out. Yeah. Now everybody like, y'all keep saying, look, we can't tell you how it's gonna happen. Right. But we can tell you it's gonna happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. For real. You know what I mean? You might think it's gonna be peace over there, and everybody it might look like it's gonna be normal. Right. Man, look, they hate the white man, bro. Right. They hate America. Right. So you can't tell me you go over there, break up all their stuff, destroy everything, their leaders and all that, and you think that they gonna forgive you. It ain't like how they did us, where they came and captured us, killed our men on the way, had us on a boat, and then made the women and children bow down and be submissive. You still leaving them people over there. It ain't no white people moving there to try to change them around. You ain't gonna put a white man at the head of the Iranian country. They are going to continue to have hatred, and now it's going to keep sparking.
Damn right, sir. If I could just answer your point,
Please.
and you just made me think about something, right? And this is directly on topic with this class.
Yeah.
Christians believe that God loves everybody, right?
Mhm.
If God loves everybody, and God said, "Let us create man in our image and likeness," don't men hate other people?
Right.
So God hates other people.
That's heavy. That's heavy, man. Goodness. That's heavy. That's real talk.
Yeah, that's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, hey, man, that's on point, Karan. That's on point, man, for real. And for you to try to change that, like, that's biting the hand that feeds you.
Right.
You biting the hand that feeds you. Man, look, man, for my life, you want me to hate this? I hate that. For me to live and my kids to be all right.
Right.
Because what's going to happen, and you can slowly see it, man. All these kids are mentally getting played with, and the little brothers and the sisters in the school that's coming up, man, is coming up righteously in a way that these other kids wish they had. The ISUPK is the only home of the truth that promotes Black love and Black family. You know what I'm saying? Straight Black unity. You know, because if we was in the world, man, I'm gonna just keep it real, man. I would have been left my ring. I would have been go. You know, so she needs to be saying thank you to Commander General Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? Because and you know what, and you know, all jokes to the side, man. The ISUPK teaches brothers how to be fathers.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And as much as we are going doing the work of the Lord, you know, trying to teach classes, going to camp, you know, just out of the house, we are excellent fathers.
That's right.
To our kids. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just had to, you know, get that one out there.
Sure.
So, what are we gonna go? We're gonna go to another scripture. We're gonna go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. And
give me 1 second, sir.
yeah, no sweat. When you get it,
grab the physical sword.
no sweat. Yeah, you know, it's very hard, man, and it's some people say, you know, you evil, you gotta hate, you got a hatred, you evil, and I'm like, man, if you don't hate what the Lord says to hate, you're evil,
right? You're
wicked.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, it's so easy to pass judgment on the brothers here in this school, man. We have brothers in this school that did the research.
That's a brand. Oh, this is a brand new sword.
This one is this mine.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
don't worry about it, sir. Let me see this one.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, somebody got the big blockers. Okay.
Hey, what do you need, sir?
They got. Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. Baba Kishar.
The book. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 8. Mm-hmm. A time to love and a time to hate. Mm-hmm. A time of peace and a time of war. Or so like a time of war and a time of peace.
There's a time for everything, man.
Right, sir.
And right now, in these days in time, you should be, this is the time to hate. This is the time to hate, man. Blacks, Latinos, and Natives are treated poorly in this place, man. Yeah, you know what's crazy? If we had the kingdom at this, like we had the kingdom, we would not treat them this poorly.
Right.
They can go eat each other and make bone marrow juice soup and all that. So we're not gonna stop them from doing what they want to do.
Right.
They just can't come around us and do it.
Right.
They can stay over there in the hills and the Caucasus Mountains and draw their family history on the stone in the wall,
right?
Something like that,
right?
But we would not treat them like that.
Right.
If they came down, they would not be able to kill nothing unlawful.
Right.
They would have to eat lawful.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Okay, sir.
Like, man, it's really, it's really, it's crazy that out of everything that we've been through as so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Natives, that we will accept the poison that the devil has put out to us to hate each other.
Right.
Like that, and then hold on, that's another thing while I'm thinking about it. It's okay for us to hate each other,
Right.
but it ain't okay for us to hate them.
Right.
Now, when people telling you that, you got to pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, the same person who I'm saying I don't like promotes us to hate our fellow Latino brothers.
Damn, that's deep, sir. That's deep.
They promote it. They tell them that we don't like each other, we should not like each other, and they created this war between Blacks and Latinos.
Damn, that's deep, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's coming out of his mouth, then you got to know for a fact that he's telling you something wrong, and it should be the complete opposite.
Sir. Damn, that, if I could.
Please.
That's so heavy what you saying. Like, that will go over any Christian head. You know what I'm saying? For all you Christians out there, I'm gonna put it in for my Lord in layman's terms.
Right.
You understand? You should absolutely hate the white man because the white man has taught you to hate your goddamn self.
Damn right.
Damn
right. You know, and that's crazy, and we have no problem with doing it.
Damn.
We have no problem with doing it, bro. Like no matter how bad, no matter how bad our Latino brothers and sisters has been treated in these past few months that we see, we don't have a problem with hating.
Right.
No matter how bad that they know so-called Blacks were treated years and centuries being here on this place, they don't have a problem with still hating us.
Right.
And in order for us to change the dynamic for both, you can't just say, all right, all the Blacks should come to the Latinos' rescue, which I believe personally we shouldn't.
Absolutely.
Right? But you can't say that if you're not going to be willing to say in the same breath, all the Latinos need to come support the Blacks.
That's right.
And when you have a leader that does that, then you know that leader is righteous and he's doing the work of the Lord.
That's right.
So shout out Commander General Yohana and all these generals over here that tells us that. You know what I'm saying? Is it any more on that, Baba Kashaf? Time for people. Let me go to 9. Huh? No, we're gonna drop that. Let's go to let's drop down to 47. 3 and 47. Is it 47 on here? Nope, it's not. Let me see. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Let me see. 47. Salakia. If I don't see it, I'm gonna just drop off. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. I got something wrong in my notes. My bad. Salakia. All right, let's drop that. Let's go down. Hold on, man. Give me one more second. It's just Salakia. I just want to make sure I get 1, 3, 8. Okay, yep, let's drop that. All right, let's drop that. Let's go to Romans chapter 9, verse 13. We'll go to the book of Romans chapter 9, verse 13. Again, stay tuned. Tune in next week, man. We got some stuff for y'all. Ooh-wee. That's going to be nice.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Now, this is a famous scripture. A lot of fake Israelites love this, right? And we know it very well here in the ISUPK.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And Christians don't cover this.
Right.
You'll go to church and your Christian pastor will not read this here.
Right.
Because he wants you to love your oppressor. He wants you to love those that wronged you. Now, there's nothing wrong with forgiving people. I'm all for forgiving people. And the only reason why I'm for forgiving people is because the forgiveness is for me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to forgive you for you. I'm going to do it for myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then never trust you again.
Right.
Just
right.
cut you off. Leave you alone. I mean, God, please go ahead.
If I could, sir,
yes.
That's the definition of turning of the chicken.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like it's important for people to understand these, and Christians do not know the Bible. Like they know what they hear. That's why they create all these different books, bro.
Right.
Like it's about 5 different Bibles translated in so many different ways. If you really was a person who really cared to know the Bible, you would read it in the first way it came. You know what I mean? Because and then if you don't understand something, you would seek higher man who can tell you that.
That's right.
You know, no Christian pastor can fade the UPK. In fact, they can't fade no Israelite group out here. We just keep it real.
Nah, real tough.
You know what I mean? Because it began to show, like not only in how they live, but how they conduct themselves.
Right.
The Lord started revealing so much to the world about these pastors, and they can't deny it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kurt Franklin, horrible.
Dang.
You know what I mean? T.D. Jakes,
Jeez.
he had to step down from his congregation because he was, man, at the deal, he was swallowed up. He was at the Diddy parties, swallowed up. They was taking whole choirs to Diddy parties, singing gospel songs at Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you start to see, when these things be revealed, and what's even more alarming is the fact that with these things being revealed, they still go to these churches.
Right.
They still giving them all their money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you see brothers like yourself and me and the other brothers in this school in the UPK telling our people to turn away from this wickedness and come this way, support this truth, then we tell you what we're doing with our money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you just so many food programs. Shout out to Karan Yala over the food program down here. You know what I'm saying? Doing an excellent job. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Hunter is feeding the world, man. Right. And he's doing it without a hand from this government. You know what I'm saying? These other Israelites taking money to cause a split in this school. And when they do cause a split in this school, they don't even keep the customs. Right. They throw away the Hebrew. Right. But then they send Shalom. Like you got, bro, help me make it make sense. You throw away the Hebrew. Right. But you still trying to speak it. Right. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. It's so much that it's so far we can be. And the reason why we're not as far as we should be as a people is because of the selfishness of other people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Selfishness of like it was never meant for us to have a king over us as a nation. You know what I mean? Like this Bible is not telling us to be separate or be divided amongst us. But yet and still, because we're living in the land of the wicked and his world was given into the hands of the wicked, right, we seek thy wickedness and their wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? You got anything on that, Karan?
I mean, you pretty much hit it on the head, sir. Like, and that's the beautiful thing about the Bible. It's a reoccurring thing with the children of Israel being stiff-necked people, us loving the wrong things and hating the wrong things. Right. Like we love to be like the other nations. Right. We love to be like the Philistines, the Ammonites. You understand? The white man, the Italians, you understand? The Africans. We love to be like all of these other nations, and we hate to keep our own culture, even though being like the rest of these nations is what kills us.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what was I going to say? Oh, look, in the movie, I'm watching that movie. You know, I know you were saying, I told you about that House of David.
Yeah.
Now, I just watched season 2. Okay. Now, for all the people that don't know what this is a movie on Prime. You can go look it up. It's called The House of David. Now, when I'm watching this movie, and you know the white man lies and stuff, right? I like to look at it as like I picture black people. Right. I'm for sure make it all black. Everybody black. Right. And until they show me a Roman coming into the scenes, I'm not even gonna think none of them people is white. Right. We fighting the Philistines. We fighting all of them, right? And they revealed the Edomite, Karan Yala.
What you mean?
Episode 5 or something, they said something, the child of Edom. And then he went in there and he was talking to Saul, right? Because Saul was locked up, and so he was like, Saul, yeah, I've been looking, like I've been looking for you. They was told him to go torture him to tell him who he anointed. Samuel, right?
Samuel.
They locked Samuel up. They told him to go torture Samuel, and so he could figure out, so Saul could figure out who he anointed to go kill him.
Right.
So he like Saul, like, yeah, I know you. You're some child of Edom. You're an Edomite. And then he just like the Lord gave him some and just tortured him right there. He was on the corner, curled up and everything.
Was he a Caucasian?
But he was a Caucasian, correct? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So was everybody Caucasian?
They all was. Not all of them look. They are. So you know.
So David, the Israelites look like Abraham.
Is that?
But the Edomite was a Caucasian.
White man. A straight white man, Karan. Yeah.
What's this on?
This is on Prime.
Yeah.
But man, I'm telling you, I couldn't stop.
I'm about to go home.
I sat there the whole day, brother, and watched the whole. Like I couldn't stop.
Sir, I be threw off about these Bible movies. Like I want to watch Passion of the Christ so bad.
Right.
Like, bro, this a cracker for real. You feel me?
The House of David it's more powerful.
Raw?
It's way raw.
I ain't gonna lie. Big shout out to Captain fucking Brian Free. Big shout out to Captain Cobbington.
Mhm.
He got a book that he about to be selling at the Passover called King James Verified. He about to go into the history of King James, what was going on with King James's life, what England looked like at that time, and he's about to talk about all of the lies that they lied on King James with all of the proof. It's a 6-chapter book for $25.
Oh yeah, I hope he put it on Amazon.
If y'all go to Tribe Vibes, you understand? You can pre-order yours right there.
Okay.
$25.
And would he sending them out, or is you got to?
I think you got to be at the Passover, or if you can't make it to the Passover, he most likely gonna send it out to you.
Okay.
But I'm looking for that man with a flashlight.
Hey man, come on,
sure.
Man. And I got his other books, and it can't be on point.
Man,
you know what I'm
Captain's a cold scholar, man.
Yep.
Big shout out to Captain of 10K.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, watch that show, Karan. I know you're gonna watch it.
That, sir.
Yeah, I need somebody to talk to about it because
for sure. You know, you got me off the Last Kingdom.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look, my ribs started watching that show without me. You fucked it up. You just tell me I quit watching it. Like, damn, bro, but the Last Kingdom, bro, that shit wrong. But exactly how you said, sir.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching the Last Kingdom, nigga, Uhtred, nigga, them is niggas.
Yeah.
The Danes is white boys.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but all of them different kings and they different kingdoms and Ethelflaed, all of these people, them niggas, they all niggas.
And look, what's crazy also in season 2, they showed Solomon and who's it, Saul, who was trying to kill David? Saul.
Yeah,
right?
Saul.
It showed Saul, and he had a concubine, and the concubine looked like him, right? The same color, right? But then she said, "Well, can I come? Can I be your special guest to come to your son's marriage or something like that?" He told her, "No, you can't come." He said, "I can't do that, but I can make it to where you serve at that. You can be a waiter or a servant." I don't know. I forgot what he called her, but she was from another.
She was a heathen.
She was a heathen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to watch that, sir.
So they know this book.
I got to watch that.
It showed that from what I got out of that is that they know this book.
Right.
They just don't want us to know that who they really are and who we really are. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know you was them old descendants of them, and somewhere in your bloodline, no matter how bad they try to do us and rape and pillage us and kill us,
right.
If you are alive and you are so-called Black, Latino, and Native man, you should pray hard.
Yeah, right.
When you pray, you should pray extra hard because you don't know what type of lineage you really coming. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You might be connected to the seed of David, and brothers don't know because they're taking it for granted.
Man,
you know?
That's
All right, let's what time? All right, we pushing. All right, I'm gonna get us out at 9 o'clock. Let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 15. Baba Kushak.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 15.
Start at 14.
Okay. Verse 14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the God of hosts, shall be with you, and as ye have spoken.
Okay, now see I had him read that because Christian pastor be like, no, go right above it. What it say? Seek the good and not evil, so you can't do evil.
Right.
Now read verse 15 around.
Come on, sir. Hate the evil.
Oh, hold on. You said love the evil, or what is it?
Hate the evil.
Hate the evil. Okay, go ahead.
Come. And love the good.
Hate the evil and love the good.
Okay.
Now, this is what the Bible is telling you. This is Amos saying we should hate the evil and love the good. You know what I'm saying? And I have to I twisted up. I had to read 14 because it says seek good and not evil. Because we're in this place, we are forced to seek evil.
Right.
And then we see evil. And then because we see it, we seek it because it looks enticing.
Right.
You know, like I be telling my son, like he's like, oh, I'm gonna be big and strong. I'm like, not eating Takis, little nigga.
Right.
You eating candy, you think you'll be strong?
Right.
You gotta eat apples and vegetables and your fruits and stuff. He like, well, I don't like them. They don't have a good taste like that. I said, exactly. It's the same with this Bible.
Right.
The truth is bitter, man.
Right.
And lies is sweet, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta hate that evil, man. Go ahead.
Okay. And establish good judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
Man, look, man. And you gotta from the beginning, you gotta hate these things. They don't say you start doing and we late, but man, I mean, I brother was happy when I woke up.
Yeah, right.
Like I should have been woke. But you know, I can't do nothing about that because my father wasn't in the truth. But I damn sure can do something about my son being woke from the beginning, and the baby being woke. Go ahead.
And if I could, sir, you understand? You know the saying, better late than never.
Man, for real.
The Most High seem fit and have mercy on brothers like me and you that come from the same neighborhood, literally. You understand that indulged in all of the evil that the society had to offer us. And then we come into the school and rise through these ranks together. All
right. Now that's real, man. You come in here, you find a brother that you never had.
Right.
You know what I mean? A couple of them. You be like, damn, is this right? Like, I mean, all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll fall out with your brothers, have a disagreement with your brothers, man. But in here, we understand the importance of loving each other, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mandatory for us in here. We have a falling out or a disagreement. It's mandatory. We lock in even tighter.
Right.
So if you're a brother in this school and you might be offended because another brother says something to you, and if he says it to you and it's out of righteousness and the brother's right, man, that's a demon on you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to shake that damn demon off of you, huh?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and be mad at a brother because and really it's this action of caring for you.
Right.
That's the problem with a lot of brothers. They used to being lied to because it made them feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what? You're such of a good brother, man. We're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna push that to the side.
Right.
No. If it's against the Bible, I'm telling you about yourself.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I mean? And we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know what I'm saying? So straight up, man.
Okay.
Before we get out of here, let me see. I'm gonna pull this last verse.
What you got, sir?
I think we're gonna go. Okay. Let's go to the book of Leviticus. We're gonna go to the old because Christ said he came to not do away with, but to fulfill. Right. So if you got to understand where this all comes from and why we saying what we saying, man. You know what I mean? Just to bring it all home while I'm saying, like, I hate what my Lord hates. I love what he loves. The races that oppress us, we should hate them. This is why I'm saying that. Go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 17, Bible Kushah.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Now, this is the Most High talking about us because of our disobedience and how we turned away from Him. This would be if the Most High could talk to us, He would be talking to blacks in America,
right?
Latinos in America,
right?
So-called Native men in America,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be like them. He said, "What? Ye shall be slain."
And ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Yeah, we're gonna die in front of our enemies. And we want to love them so much and be with them and join with them. These are gonna happen to us.
Right.
Go ahead.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
Ooh, so who is reigning over us right now? The oppressor.
That's right.
Last time I checked, you turn on the news, you see black men getting gunned down by white cops.
Right.
And they don't have to say anything about it. You see Latino babies getting put in cages, sent to alligator Alcatraz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, black women are the most sexualized being on this planet. And it's not by black men. Right. It's by white men.
Right.
And why do they do this? So they can continue to destroy the woman.
Right.
Then they see your little kids and they bastards looking at your little daughter. And it's just the world is wicked, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursue.
And look, we just running. We still running.
Right.
We still running, man. We still running right now, man. And they not even chasing us, but we still running because they don't love you, man. They hate you. Moral of the story, man. Caucasians hate black people. They hate Latinos and they hate natives. And the only way we will ever experience love here in this nation is when we come together and give that love to one another. The water to my brother Karayala for coming in, doing the thing with me in here. The water for everybody that tuned in to class. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. Tune in next week. We got a nice one coming for you, man. We're gonna bring out how we're gonna show you how Orgy Mike and Epstein Chavez is really the same. And if you and they really the same, man. Yeah. And it's going to expose all these leaders because every leader that was here fell victim because they didn't have a Lord with them.
Right.
The water for tuning in, y'all. Shalom.
Yeah, you put that together, sir.
Man.